how to go carnivore and exactly what are you supposed to be eating if you do a carnivore diet. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Now, just to let you know, carnivore diet is not for everyone, but if you followed, for example, Michaela Peterson, if you watch Sean Baker, these are all people that are promoting the carnivore diet and claiming success and weight loss and better skin, reduced eczema, reduced rheumatoid arthritis. So it is worth considering if you are into this sort of thing. So let's start off with breakfast. If you're going to go on a carnivore diet, you've probably come across other videos that say you shouldn't even eat breakfast. But if you're used to eating breakfast or you enjoy eating breakfast, you're going to need to stop eating things like cereals and bread and things of that nature. So the question is, what do you eat? The answer is bacon and eggs. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that these bacon and eggs are at least somewhat healthy. So you're going to get farm-raised eggs. You're going to make sure the pig was healthy for your bacon. And if you're going to fry it in anything, don't fry it in margarine. Fry your eggs in butter that came from a grass-fed animal. And by doing this, if you have 2 eggs, that's simply 12 grams of protein right there. The bacon has about 7 grams of protein per serving. So you're getting probably around 18 to 20 grams of protein just in breakfast. And you're not going to drink orange juice, and you're not going to drink anything other than water, if that. Now, many people on the carnivore diet don't want you to eat breakfast. They want you to get away from breakfast. Skipping breakfast has a scientific term called intermittent fasting. When I grew up, it just meant that you were skipping breakfast, but now it's called intermittent fasting. So proponents of a carnivore diet will encourage you to stop eating breakfast. But again, if you're into breakfast, that's what you would eat. For lunch, instead of eating a sandwich with mayonnaise on it and tomatoes and lettuce and things of that nature, you would just simply have a chicken breast or maybe some pork or steak or something like that. An 8-ounce piece of steak can be up to about 50 grams of protein. So you're going to be getting a tremendous amount of protein, probably a lot of fat depending on if it was a lean type of meat or a fatty meat. A good way to think of this is the palm method. If you just cut off your fingers right here and your thumb and then your wrist and just looked at the size of your palm and the thickness of your palm, any piece of meat such as pork, chicken, or beef, if it's about this size, that's going to be about 20 grams of protein. Now for dinner, this is where most carnivores speak highly of being a carnivore, because a lot of times you'll want to push lunch a little farther to do what's called, instead of intermittent fasting, they call it time restricted eating. So you would only eat within a very short period of time, maybe a couple hours, maybe 4 hours or so. So you would eat dinner at, let's say, 5 o'clock, but you would eat your lunch at 1 o'clock. That's kind of the ideal window that people like to do. Now for dinner, what you're going to do is you're going to need to get some fat into you as well as protein. So the best type of fat is a ribeye. A ribeye has the most amount of fat relative to other cuts of meat. If you're going to eat only once a day, this is where you would really eat a tremendously large steak. You can actually eat a 16-ounce steak. And I wrote down some numbers here to give you an idea. That's about 108 grams of protein. It's 98 grams of fat and 44 grams of saturated fat. Interestingly enough, it's got 363 milligrams of cholesterol, but as far as potassium is concerned, it's got 1,180 grams of potassium. When you look at a steak, if you were to just eat once a day, called OMAD, 1 meal a day, or is it backwards this way, 1 meal a day? Either way. Now a 16-ounce ribeye has about 1,400 calories in it. And that's plenty of calories for most people during the entire course of the day. So when it comes to breakfast and lunch, this is where proponents of a 1 meal a day plan really say you don't need to eat breakfast, you don't need to eat lunch. But if you're just starting out with a carnivore diet and you're used to eating breakfast and you're used to eating lunch and you're used to eating dinner, then it probably would be better to divide the meals up in the beginning, and then as time goes on, if you desire to do this, you can start skipping meals and eating more at one period of time. Now, what are the benefits of the carnivore diet? For many people, they lose weight, they improve their autoimmune diseases, they improve their gut and digestive health. They don't have to waste time trying to figure out what to eat. That seems to be a benefit for many people, that they don't like to shop. It's very simple. You simply eat meat, and so when you go to the grocery store or you get it from a place like Butcher Box or some sort like that, then what's going to happen is it makes it very easy to shop for food. Those are the benefits. Some people have found that the carnivore diet, they do not do well with it. They have problems with their hormones, their testosterone. So everyone's different. So if you've tried the carnivore diet and found that it lowered your blood pressure, that it improved your cholesterol or raised your cholesterol, let me know in the comment section down below. If you'd like to find out more about a carnivore diet, I'll put a link down in the description where you can read a book about it. You can get this book on Amazon so you can learn more about how to start and maintain a carnivore diet. The reason I did this video is simply because I get a lot of requests of people want to know, well, how do I start a carnivore diet? Or I think a carnivore diet would be the best, but I don't really know what I'm doing. This is how you would get started. So I hope this video was helpful for you.